That's 2 in a row. 2 Mary Sue articles in a row. Mary Sue articles in a row. Hello everyone, I am Mecha Random 42, your favorite YouTube harpy. Kate Gardner's still mad. Well, Kate Gardner, maybe you shouldn't be such a toxic girl baby. Maybe you shouldn't be a toxic fan. Maybe you shouldn't be allowed to be mad at something like Star Trek. Maybe you're just a gatekeeper. Maybe. So tired of these people. Everything they always come at us about, I'm noticing, is exactly what they do because they just hate themselves so much they have to bully everybody else. And I'm tired of it. I'm getting tired of these people. So Kate Gardner from the Mary Sue apparently feels her opinion is important enough to make an article on. And somebody pays her. I probably get more clicks on my channel, so I probably make more than they do complaining about them. And I'll you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And this will be the one that they claim or strike or something. Because I'm understanding my role in the universe of correcting one stupid person at a time. Apparently. I guess that's my job now. I guess that's my job. Another day, another reason to freaking really hate the idea of a potential Quentin Tarantino Star Trek movie. In an interview, Tarantino revealed that he does not seem to understand what timeline his film would take place in. No, he said it would be in the Chris Pine universe, the Kelvin one, the one that Bad Robot under Paramount has the license for, which is the rebooted universe from the 2009 films where they go back in time or where Nero sends a thing back and he's the dumbest person ever, and then Spock goes back in time and it's red matter and it's action scene, brewery, I don't know what the crap is that they're going on in that movie, but that's where it's going to be. And he was not unclear by that at all. He says, now I still quite don't understand, and JJ can explain it to me. My editor has tried to explain it to me, and I still don't get it. Something happened. No, he doesn't understand what happened in the first movie. In the first 2009 movie, because it's one of those verbal diarrhea sort of line, action scene. Line, action scene. And that's the same thing that's wrong with Star Trek Discovery, by the way. It's just a whole bunch of stupid thrown at the screen, and you're supposed to forget what they're actually talking about. They never let anything sink in. They never give you any time to let anything simmer. He says, I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I don't. F that. Fuck that. All right. I don't like that. Tarantino told Happy Sad Confused Coast. I actually did an article or a video on that interview. And you can listen to that, and yeah, as reported by TrekMovie.com. I actually went to the Happy Sad Confused podcast, and we heard the audio. This is just a transcript. She doesn't even understand what he's saying. She didn't listen to the whole thing. I listened to the whole interview. It's a 40-minute interview. He later said, I want the whole series to have happened. It just hasn't happened yet. No, Benedict Cumberbatch or whatever name is not Khan. Khan is Khan. I told JJ I don't understand this. I don't like it. And he went, ignore it. Nobody likes it. I don't understand it. Do whatever you want. If you want it to happen the exact way it happened on the series, it can. Then he went on a tangent about how William Shatner's Kirk is the reason why he loves Star Trek, which makes me dislike the character of Kirk for the first time. Fuck you! Oh, fuck you! I'm so sick of these dumb cunts who go around hating Captain Kirk. Right, that settles it. I'm going to get a photo with Captain Kirk, with William Shatner at Star Trek Las Vegas next week, because the dumb bitch, Heather Ray, who will be there at Star Trek Las Vegas, by the way, said she wished William Shatner was dead. Then you got this bitch, oh, I hate Captain Kirk. What the hell? If you hate what Star Trek was, then maybe you hate Star Trek. Did you consider that? People, the Star Trek fans, don't like the Kelvin movies. Right? Some people like them. They're usually not people who like Star Trek. And then there's a little bit of a crossover. But the majority of people that I come across in my circle who love TOS, DS9, TNG, even Voyager and Enterprise, we don't like the Kelvin movies because they're confusing. They're nonsensical. They're idiotic. They reboot a lot of stuff that shouldn't have been rebooted. They take a lot of liberties. They bring in Cumberbatch's Khan, and then Khan and Spock have a thing, because Spock is now more important, because Big Bang Theory says he is. Because Sheldon Cooper loves him so much. And that's the only reason why we have so much Spock lately. And you guys know that. But that's why you're here. You guys are smart. Okay, first of all, Abrams owning up to that no one likes Benedict Cumberbatch is wonderful, because that was a terrible decision. You even agree. And you still are attacking Tarantino. Why? Because he's a straight white man. He's a cis white man, so you can't like him. Because you're a racist, sexist bigot. And that's what these people are. These are just racist, sexist bigots. You can't go to Vulcan for a mock time because Vulcan doesn't exist anymore. Kirk probably wasn't on Tarsus 4 because he would have been too much trauma to help his already troubled past. There are things that can't happen because of the timeline change. You can't retcon your retcon. Yeah, you can. Actually, you can totally retcon your retcon. You can say, screw these movies, we're going to fix this again. You can totally do that. You can absolutely do that. I got to think of an example of how they did that. They retconned their retcon, and I can't remember what it was. I want to say it was, a good example was in Deep Space Nine when Worf was talking about the Klingons, how their foreheads look different in TOS. He says, yes, they are Klingons, we don't talk about it. So that was a retcon. And then they retconned the retcon in Enterprise with the augment virus. I can't remember the exact details. I want to call it a retrovirus because I watched so much Stargate Atlantis. The virus that happened... They had to go in and kidnap Dr. Phlox. He had to fix everything. He ended up infusing human DNA with Klingons because Klingons were trying to make augment Klingons. Right? So that's what happened. And you guys already know that. I'm just explaining to everybody. And Dr. Phlox's treatment actually incorporated some human DNA to make the Klingons a little more stable. At the same time, that also made them a little less aggressive and made them look a little more human. Because Star Trek, and it's not 100% science-y, but it's believable in the Star Trek universe. And I'm okay with that retcon of the retcon. So, is this Kate Gardner? Which one is this? This is Kate Gardner now. Watch Star Trek. Watch some Star Trek. You might learn something. Spock, in the first film of the Kelvin timeline, has a whole very clear monologue about how they are in a new timeline. Well, and keep in mind, that's also Kelvin's version of our Spock from TOS. It's not even the same character. It's confusing because it's the same actor, but that's the thing. It's this whole, everything that's in that movie is in a new universe. So everything that happens in that movie is different. And yeah, they can use pictures and actors and images because of licensing. But keep in mind, anything that comes out of that movie, that comes out of anything spoken, said, is in the Kelvin timeline. It doesn't necessarily relate back to our TOS and TNG Star Trek. Those are completely separate things. Hopefully I'm saying it a little more clear. Watch the Midnight's Edge documentaries on it. They did a lot of really great stuff. And we'll be at Star Trek Las Vegas, all of us from Midnight's Edge. Or most of us. I don't know about Andre yet. He's like a 90% from what I heard. There are two Spocks for a while. Kirk is different. Spock is different. The entire crew is different. There isn't a way for them to retcon that film starring a Chris Pine Kirk in that prime timeline. It just doesn't work. And if you're a fan of Pine Era films, it's not a difficult concept to grasp. If you're a fan of the Pine Era films, you've got 3 of them. I hope you're happy. They're fine. I'm happy that you enjoy them. I don't enjoy them that much. And I think I even skipped the second one because it just looks so bad. Also, if you want to direct a Star Trek movie, you have to understand the timeline. Well, tell that to Alex Kurtzman. Tell that to Alex Kurtzman, who in Star Trek Discovery has just gone in and completely rearranged the timeline and what happened and the events. And oh yeah, now Spock had a sister that he never talked about, and now they're 3,000 years into the future. Because that's the power of math, and I like science. Yay!
I like science. I like money.
I don't care about what happened in 2009 Star Trek. Why do you have to? Why are you so goddamn attached to 2009 Star Trek? That we care. We don't care. You're just mad about Quentin Tarantino because he said that they weren't very good and that JJ Abrams said they weren't very good and people don't like them and he's not as attached to them as you are. Right here, it quotes. Right here, he says that JJ says, ignore it, nobody likes it. This is what he's quoting JJ saying. He's like, yeah, ignore it. Nobody likes it. Oh, guess you do. You're just mad because JJ doesn't care as much as you do. And that is what this entire article is about. Is that you got your little fifis hurt because you learned that JJ doesn't care and he's just going to let Tarantino do whatever he's going to do. Welcome to my world, bitch. We have dealt with Alex Kurtzman in the TV versions of Star Trek and the new stuff, destroying canon, blatantly disregarding it, says he doesn't even like Star Trek, was never a fan of it, and wants it to be more like Star Wars. And you have the nerve to go off on Tarantino because he's quoting something that JJ said. And that is really what this is about. I'm done with her. I'm done with her. Tell me what you guys think in the comments section below. I am Mecha Random 42. I will see you guys at Star Trek Las Vegas. Oh, mark my word. I will see you guys there. And next video, live stream, Midnight's Edge After Dark, wherever. Bye!